topic specific. What is Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970? Maharashtra Ownership Flat Act 1963 regulating the construction activity to purchase the flat, and how the relation between the flat buyer and the builder will be regulated. What are the obligations of the builder, what are the obligations of the flat buyer, how the transaction will take through, and thereafter once the transaction is done, how the management will be transferred to the legal entity, what will be the conveyance done. All that is regulated properly under the Maharashtra Ownership Flat Act 1963. Now, what is Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970? Maharashtra Apartment 1970 is nothing but it is a property which is going to be developed, and it is submitted under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970 for the purpose of managing, maintaining the complex after the building is completed and the possession is handed over in relevant to the and relevant to the under the Maharashtra Ownership Flat Act 1963. Whatever the provisions are there under the Maharashtra Ownership Flat Act, based on that, building is completed, obligations are done by the builder, and thereafter the property is for the purpose of management. After the society, after the building is completed, possession is handed over. To manage this, there is something called the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970. Now, applicable to property registered by declaration. How it is done? This is done by preparing a deed of declaration. Section 2 provides that if a particular promoter, a particular builder wants that after the property is sold, possession is handed over, this should be managed under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970, then he has to prepare a deed of declaration even before selling a single flat, and in that deed of declaration he will mention what are the family units, how the flats are going to be constructed, how the what are the common areas, everything will be given there, and thereafter that will be registered with the sub registrar, and thereafter there will be a bylaws which will be attached to the deed of declaration, based on which the complex, once the building is completed, possession is handed over, it will be managed by the people as the co-owners. Now the question arises, is there a competent authority? The law provides for deputy engineers of MADA or register under the Cooperative Societies Act as the competent authority to regulate the affairs. However, unfortunately, even today, even after let us say 50 years, 1970, today we are in 2020, even after 50 years, 5 decades, the delegation of power has not been given to the Register of Cooperating Society to look after the management or regulate the management of the properties which are submitted under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970. Even today in Maharashtra, the delegation of power has not been done. A deputy engineer was for the Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Act. Whatever the properties are developed by the Maharashtra Housing Area and Development Authority, for that purpose, Deputy Engineer of MADA used to be the competent authority, and for the registrar under the Maharashtra Cooperative Society Act used to be the competent authority as per the law for all the property. However, this Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act is implemented by the Housing Minister, and therefore the Housing Minister should give the delegation of power through a government notification, which has never and ever been done for the last 50 years. Therefore, under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act, we do not have a regulator to manage as a competent authority. Now, Section 3 says majority means ownership is more than 51% of the the area occupied. Here it is not the number of flats or the units, it is number of the total area occupied. This is how the majority is worked out, and even the voting is governed by the area occupied. Even the sharing of the cost is based on the area occupied. Everything is capitalistic oriented. When I say capitalistic oriented, means if you have got more area, you have more voting right, you have to shell more common area expenses, and you have the power to get the board of administrator the elected. and that is how the majority is based on the area occupied. Now the section 4 says can be transferred as per the Transfer of Property Act. Here what happens is any property that you acquire under the co-ownership, under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act, or by way of deed of declaration, and then of course the deed of apartment, which I will discuss little later. So that can be done and transferred as provided under the Transfer of Property Act 1882. So therefore, this is I would say it is an extension of the Transfer of Property Act. Under the Transfer of Property, one person can purchase the flat, two people can purchase it as a co-owner, 3, 4, 5 people can buy it as a owner. However, if there are more than 5, how that property with one property owned by more than 5 people, how internally they will share, how internally they will manage, how internally the board of administration will be done, how the common expense will be managed and shared, all that will be regulated under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970 in the state of Maharashtra. Similarly, other states are going to go ahead with that. Now, exclusive ownership, yes, it gives you the ownership of the undivided share in the land as well as the building. Because the deed of declaration gives you each apartment how much percentage of the building and how much percentage of the land is owned is given under the this exclusive ownership under section 5. Section 6 says common areas and facilities of the association have to be irrevocable rights. When it says that all the common areas will be managed and maintained by the association of apartment owners, and they will have an irrevocable right, because ultimately the common areas has to be exercised by a manager as per the bylaws. There is a board of administrator which will be elected, and under section as provided under section 7, the power will be with the board of administrator to manage the affairs as per the bylaws. However, the ownership of those undivided share will remain with the individuals. Management right is with the board of administrator as elected under the bylaws of the deed of apartment, which is also known as the declaration, which is also known as condominium. Now section 8 says prohibit jeopardize the soundness safety of the property. For any changes unanimous consent is required. So therefore, in order, because as we understand it's a multi-story building, if you want to make any changes, naturally for the purpose of safety and property management, there has to be unanimous consent. However, there is an amendment which has been carried out in the year 2018, where it says that now with more than 51% people consent, if you want to make any changes or you want to go for redevelopment, all that is now possible. Earlier it was 100%, now it is made 51% as per the amendment held in the year 2018, which I will deal little later. Encumbrances against apartment, removal of the apartment. Yes, you cannot make the encumbrances against the apartment, and if you want to do anything, of course the consent of the apartment owners is required. Common profits and expenses according to the interest in the common area. As I said, entire common area expenses will be shared according to the percentage of undivided share that you are holding. With content, what will be the content of the deed of declaration is given in section 811, which I already said, that what is the property, how the property is developed, what will be the various percentage of the property, what will be the undivided share of the each property, and all that will be mentioned in the deed of declaration, including the bylaws to govern the common expenses, election of the board of administrator, and then handing over the account. All that will be covered under the contents of the declaration. Section 12 talks about contents of the deed of apartment. There is, what happens is when you are selling a flat, you are selling under the agreement for sale under the Maharashtra Ownership Flat Act. But once you are sold under the agreement for sale, because the property is not completed, when the property is completed, there has to be sale deed. In the case of a property which is submitted under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act, it will be called deed of apartment. In the deed of apartment, conveyance of the individual apartment along with the undivided share in the common area, that is called undivided share in the property, will be conveyed to the individual apartment owners in the percentage which is mentioned in the deed of declaration. Now the declaration deed of apartment copies floor to be registered as section 13 says. Everything whenever the deed of apartment is done, deed of declaration is done, and when the transfers are happening, everything need to be registered under the provisions of the Registration Act. Section 14 is very important. Can a property which is submitted under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970 may be removed from the provisions of the act, and can we go under the different act? The answer is 100% yes, it is possible. Under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act, earlier it was 100% consent was required to remove the property from the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act and get it included under the Cooperative Societies Act or under the Companies Act or under any other law as a legal entity to manage the common affairs. You wanted 100% consent. In the year 2018, an amendment has been carried out, and as per the amendment which has done, now the property can be removed with 51% members consent. That means more than 51% of the people who are there in the property, if they are able to give the consent, then they can remove the property from the Apartment Act, and then they can convert into a housing society. Removal no bar to subsequent resubmission of the property. Yes, once you remove, can you come back to the property? The answer is yes, you can come back. Bylaws and other various contents are given under section 16, of course, which will be prescribed and which is made in the rules. Waiver of user of common areas facility, abandonment of the apartment, that is also possible. Separate assessment of each apartment takes place. Charges of the property of the common expenses will be done as per the percentage of the held. Joint and several liability of the vendors upon the unpaid expenses. Unpaid expenses will be jointly and severally. People are responsible. Insurance can be taken. Disposal of the property is possible. Auctions may be brought by the Board of Administration relating to the common areas. Action can be taken because the common area has to be under the management of the Board of Administrator. So action can be taken against the individual apartment owners if they do something wrong. Act to be binding on the apartment owners, tenants, etc., and the subsequent successor. Power to exempt from the stamp duty registration. Concessions are given to the government. And the last and the very important section is removal of doubt of Transfer of Property Act. It is nothing but the transfer of property is applicable. So this there are 26 sections under the Maharashtra Ownership Flat Act, Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970, and this is implemented in Maharashtra other than Mumbai, Thana, Nasik, Nagpur. More than 90% of the multi-story buildings or the people are selling the multi-story building under the Maharashtra Apartment Ownership Act 1970 only. However, in Mumbai we have the properties, 95% of the properties in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Thana, Palghar, Nasik, or maybe you can say Nagpur, Pune. Here is where the properties are sold under more than 80-90% properties are sold under the provisions of Cooperative Society Acts for the purpose of management. So this is the major difference. The difference this is where I had an opportunity to go to Rashtrapati Bhavan to discuss about the issues related to housing societies and complexes, real estate in Maharashtra. And these are some of my books which I had given to Rashtrapati Bhavan in the year 2012. Now, as I was saying, working of RERA. Now, what is the difference between MOFA or the Apartment Act and RERA is we have a regulator, we have real estate appellate tribunal who will manage. Now, if I have to give you the difference between apartment and a housing society, both are governed under the different law, but the purpose of both is to manage the common areas and to manage the complexes. There are rules which are made under the respective law. The housing society can be registered with more than 5 people now. Earlier it was 10 people in Maharashtra. Other states, again, 10 people are required. Apartment can be done with more than 2 or 3 buildings with more than 5 units. We can register. Housing society means where the society is registered with the registrar. Under the apartment, it is registered with the specifically sub-registrar, and the ownership is there with the society as far as housing society is concerned of the land and building. Under the apartment, everybody will have an undivided share. Inheritance is possible in the housing society through a process of nomination and the will. Under the apartment, it can happen only through the law of succession. and bylaws are there, and the transfer of property is also taking place. Committees, boards are elected under the housing society, one man, one vote, under the democratic setup. Under the apartment, it will be on the basis of the percentage. Restriction of the transfer is possible in the housing society because you have to become a member of the society. Under the Apartment Act, there is no such specific restriction. The profits are shared in the housing society according to the equal, whereas in the case of apartment, under the percentage. Expulsion of member is possible in the housing society. Under the apartment, expulsion is not possible. Jurisdiction of civil court is available in the apartment, whereas under the cooperating society is only the Cooperative Act, and accordingly cooperative law is applicable, and we have to go to the cooperative court. And the advantage of apartment, expenses are shared according to the holding of percentage. Voting is according to the percentage of the area. NOC for the sale is not required. Separate conveyance of the legal entity is not required. Now the conversion is possible. As I said, an apartment as per 7th July 2018 amendment which has happened under section 14 of Maharashtra Apartment Act, property may be removed from the provisions by majority of the apartment owner, which means more than 51% people can come together, remove the property from the apartment, and then you can convert into cooperative housing society. Under RERA, yes, let us read the section 17 of the RERA. The promoter shall execute and register a conveyance deed in the name of the allottees with the undivided proportionate in the common area to the association allottee. Section 17 of the RERA very well contemplates that there will be an association allottee which is nothing but going to be the cooperative housing society or a joint ownership joint ownership association which will own the property. In order to own the property, a charitable organization under the Society Registration Act is not advisable. It has to be either a cooperating society or a company, and that is how the common area like a land and building can be transferred to association allottee, and it has to be done within 3 months of receiving the OC, because the association allottee is always done as and when 50% flats are sold. Once the OC is issued, you have to within 3 months give the what is known as the conveyance to the association allottee. Thank you very much.